episode of Talking Nerdy to Me. I'm Jay.
I'm Chris.
And this is the spoiler discussion review kind of thing for Justice League. Hey, time up. Yeah, if you've not seen the film, go and see it. If you're not bothered, watch anyway, but we are going to talk about plot points, spoilers, stuff that might piss people off if they didn't watch the film. That was your warning. And we're just going to go straight into it. So,
yeah, I thought it was shit, mate.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was pure shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at you for that one.
Yeah, I did not enjoy it at all. I thought it was
Well,
poo.
I would say to you in response to that, I've got the right shirt on for it. Why so serious? I'd be pissed off if I spent 300 million on that film because it was like a really, really, really good TV film. But a blockbuster,
No,
I'd be a bit...
This is the problem, right? I want to make this really clear.
Go on.
We're not Marvel zombies. We're not DC haters.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when it comes to the comics, I prefer Justice League comics to Avengers comics.
Yeah, you've always said that.
Now, when it comes to the films, that's a different thing entirely. I think that this was it was just another misstep from DC, in my opinion. Like, this is what happens when, you know, this day and age we live in, where superhero films, the big boom, you know, Avengers did so well, and this is Justice League trying to play catch up, and they're just trying to it felt so forced. It felt so forced and just not right. You know, Avengers has been so organic the way that the build up to it happened, right? This just didn't work. It fell flat on its face for me completely, and it just felt like a massive advert for toys. There was no substance to it. It felt soulless. It wasn't funny. There was no stakes that the world was going to end, but then people were making jokes. I know the Avengers do that, but it just failed for me.
I know what you mean.
And this is the problem with, like I say, the day and age we live in with superhero movies. This is what happens when it goes wrong. You know, they've just tried to cram all these characters in, to sell these toys, to be like the Avengers, and it's just not worked.
I thought it was a little...
And we shouldn't stand for it, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, we shouldn't stand for it. I just went in there. I had fun with this. Yes, some of it was paint by numbers. Yes, some bits didn't laugh or didn't work. But overall, there were bits that did make me laugh. There were bits that did work. There were bits I enjoyed watching it. And I get what you're saying, because I shouldn't be saying this about a $300 million film. Like, the Justice League should be an all A++, knock it out the park film.
This should be a dream come true for me.
And I'm maybe saying this is... that shows how crap DC have been, where a film which is pretty good... I'm really excited that they've finally done a pretty good film.
You know what? They did a good job with Wonder Woman, right? But no, this just didn't work. The only parts in this film that I laughed at... But
parts you shouldn't have laughed at.
It was stupid. It was like when spoilers, when Superman returned, right? Yeah. Batman's face. Batman's face when Superman returned. He was like a little kid.
It looked like Adam West's Batman. Like... I must admit that shouldn't... there was things in this where I laughed, but I didn't know if I was meant to be laughing. Yeah. Like the Flash's face when he's looking at Superman turning round. I don't know, was that meant to be, like... Was that meant to be funny?
No, that's the thing. We laughed at the parts where it was just stupid and not meant to be funny. Those jokes, right... You could see the tumbleweed blowing past in the cinema. They just fell flat on their face.
So, we didn't like the humour. I've got to admit that. The Flash is meant to be the most humorous one in this. And the times he's funny are when he isn't.
Ezra Miller was just annoying little fuck to me in this, to be honest.
Yeah, that didn't work for me. Batman was odd in this because he seemed to all of a sudden have this bromance for Superman, which he didn't remotely have in the first film. And I get, like... Superman died, and he was like, I will not let him down. But it was such a U-turn. It was a weird one.
Well, let's talk about that strange plot point in the film, where it was like, okay, we're gathering these mother boxes that are in no way, shape or form meant to be like the Infinity Gems in the Marvel movies. No. Not colour-coded or anything like that.
Not at all. No. Not like a Tesseract.
So, no, not like a Tesseract at all. So they're gathering all these things together, these mother boxes.
Which, by the way...
Trying to stop Steppenwolf, who's definitely not Thanos. Definitely not Thanos.
You know, in case you're wondering, what's a mother box? We don't know either.
Yeah.
I still don't know what a mother box is.
Well, I do, because I read the comics.
Yeah, but if you had only watched that film...
This is another problem with this film, right? They drop you in at the deep end, and half the audience in that cinema wouldn't have known what the fuck was going on. The Justice League form, and they get the mother box, right? And the first thing that they decide to do, which is a great idea, is to bring Superman back from the dead. That's just what they decide to do straight away.
Now,
it's like, well, hold on a minute. Aren't we best just like protecting this and stopping Steppenwolf? They're just like, oh no, we must just go and
I
resurrect
thought this was
Superman.
an awful idea
Oh,
because I only thought it was awful when I saw the Flash touches it, and activates it, and then as soon as it activated, I went, well, hold on, it's active now. Doesn't that mean he knows where it is?
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, he does know where it is, and he just takes it. I was like, well, hold on.
Because when they activate it and bring Superman back from the dead, they're so fucking focused on stopping Superman from destroying everything that the mother box is just over there, just left.
Oh yeah,
no one's guarding that.
They just left it.
The most important thing, to keep safe right now, they just leave the mother box.
Yeah.
The Steppenwolf just comes down this boom tube, goes, oh, cheers for that.
See,
just
there is okay. Let's go. We might dig into plot a bit more deep if we go into the characters.
Okay, I want to talk about the one shining beacon of hope in this movie.
Okay.
And that's not Superman.
Okay.
That's Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
Okay.
She is fantastic. Such a good performance from her, yet again. She just nails it. She is Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Those
yes, she
fight
is.
scenes with her in. It's just fucking I wanted to watch Wonder Woman again after watching this.
I agree.
She's so good, man. She was the only thing that I was really bothered about. And that's in a film that's got my favourite superhero, Batman.
Batman was odd in this. Like you said, I think he has checked out. The Batman scenes were quite cool, but then that's just me like enjoying Batman being on screen, punching people and doing some cool shit.
They weren't even that good. Like, that first Batman scene, when he was like...
Oh, no, I got a total chill. When the guy's robbing Robin, he's not Robin. No. When he's robbing that place, and as he like turns around and sees Batman just sat there looking at him, that gave me fucking chills.
Yeah, that was cool, but then that was over within a second, and then we were back to this weird acting from Ben Affleck. Some of the lines that he said in this were not Batman or Bruce Wayne lines at all.
No?
He made most of the jokes, apart from the Flash.
Oh, I still can't get over that line. You must be the man who talks to fish.
And then later on, you're still batting on about it.
Yeah.
So can you talk to fish?
Can you talk to fish?
Why do you give a shit, Bruce?
Yeah. So, do we talk about him?
Superman.
Can I point out, could you tell when he had the moustache? Because I could tell.
Yeah.
I did enjoy him a bit in this, but I understand if you don't like Henry Cavill, he's not done anything to win you over. And what I thought was going to win people over, but I didn't hear it, was apparently the original Batman score is in this film.
Yeah, didn't hear it.
And the original Superman score is in this film.
Didn't notice it at all.
I noticed a hint of it in like 10 seconds where this camera was on Batman, but it was very, very in the background. I didn't hear at once. Da, 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 da. Never heard that once.
No.
And he needed that. He needs that because...
He needs more than that.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the last after credit scene? Because this is probably one of the very few things that I was excited about in this film. We get Deathstroke right at the end.
Yeah.
That was cool.
But...
when he took off his mask, his helmet, and he's dyed his hair white and his beard, and he looked just like him. That was cool.
I was unsure because I thought, that outfit looked massive and clunky. That did not look like an assassin's outfit whatsoever.
That's what Deathstroke looks like.
No, it doesn't. Look, you've got him there. It's all material.
Yeah. Right, so I want to talk about some positives. Some positives here.
Okay,
five seconds of Deathstroke.
Right.
I liked. 2 seconds of Green Lantern. I liked.
Oh.
Because that caught me off guard because there was that giant battle. Like I think Diana was like recapping Steppenwolf's history, and then you see all these different like people fighting his army, and you see a couple of Green Lanterns. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
But
that was it.
The graphics were awful.
Yeah, let's go into the terrible CGI. Steppenwolf looked like a ball bag.
Steppenwolf looked like when I used to watch my mates play PS3, and that was like in like one of the FMVs.
There's actually a scene at the end where Steppenwolf was facing off Superman, and they like turned and faced each other on opposite sides of the screen, and it looked just like a scene out of like the Injustice 2 game.
I'd be really disappointed. This is going to look like episode 1 of Phantom Menace. In about 5 years' time, you're going to be watching some of the scenes going, I do not believe that's happening.
It looks bad already. It's going to date really badly.
Yeah.
This was something that really pissed me off.
Go on.
Right, the trailer that we'd seen like 4 times in different versions, right? The big scene in the trailer.
Oh!
You know what I'm going to say?
Oh!
You know what I'm going to say?
I completely missed this.
The big scene in the trailer that I was most looking forward to was Alfred talking to some mystery figure saying, he said you'd come, I only hope you're not too late.
Yeah.
Right? That was not in the film.
It wasn't in the film.
It wasn't in the film.
Oh my god, I've only just realised that.
So who the fuck was he talking to?
No, that was, you
Let
know
down.
what? That's a
Big letdown.
That's naughty. I haven't even thought about that. We got to see that they're forming the Justice League headquarters. And they said maybe there's going to be more than 6 seats at the table. Hopefully more. That's a thing! When he goes, there's enough room to sit six seats around the table. And doesn't Bruce Wayne go, hopefully more? I can't wait to have my super friends. It wasn't Bruce Wayne. It was a weird...
Alright, well, you seem to have liked it a lot more
I
than
did
me.
like it.
Tell me why you liked it.
I liked it because...
Did you actually like it?
I did like it because...
Really?
Yeah.
You're fucking with me.
I'm not fucking with you.
You didn't like Suicide Squad, but you like this.
Yeah, because I kind of like... It moves at the right pace.
No!
No, let me finish. Can I finish? Let me finish. And yes... It kind of, them getting together was a bit forced, and yes, there's a few plot holes, and yes, it was, like I said, I've repeated myself 3 times, it's paint by numbers, but at the end of the day, I sat there, I was entertained, I just sat there with a shit-eating grin on my face, just going, this is passing the time, and there's stuff happening on the screen. It's a movie. That's it. It's a movie. Is it groundbreaking? No. Does it come anywhere near any of its competition? No. Does it really set the DC in a new direction? No. Is it worth 300 million? No. But is it a movie that I can just put on? Yes.
Well, we shouldn't stand for that.
No,
we should only accept awesome movies like the Marvel ones that we've had.
Oh, no. If you don't like comics, you won't like this film. If you don't read DC Comics, you won't like this film.
You won't understand this film.
If you haven't watched any of the previous films, you won't get this film. But if you have watched all of them, and you're just sat there, and there's nothing on telly, or there's nothing to do...
Then put a good film on, like The Avengers. Age of Ultron's even better than this.
Ultron.
Something that I want to touch on is something that I was looking forward to seeing in this film. Atlantis. I was intrigued to see how they'd do that, and it was balls. It was really bad.
From speaking to you, I've kind of realised that I was quite disappointed, and maybe I'm just going on this kind of...
Were you just excited to see Batman?
I was... I was.
I knew it.
I was just happy to see Batman. But then Bruce Wayne was kind of weird. It was like, don't put the cowl back on. And then he was like, I mean, did you
put the
cowl back on?
He was having a shave as well.
Yeah, or what about the bit where Superman just tossed him like a used wank tissue? Like, but anyway. Go on, if you had to rate it out of 10, I'm really curious on this. Out of 10.
I'm giving it a generous 5 out of 10. That's it.
I mean, also, by the way, I think that is one of the lowest scores you've ever given a film we've done.
It is, yeah.
Chris Nolan just enjoys being in the cinema and enjoys the fact his heroes are finally on the screen as he's waited that long.
And like
so that's a shocker.
This should have been like a dream come true for me. Because the Justice League have always been my guys, much more so than the Avengers. And, this was like, something that I've never thought we'd get in the Justice League movie. And now we've got it, I wish we hadn't. Didn't like it at all. What about you? Would you rate it?
I'm the same. I'm going to give it a 5.
5? I thought you liked it then.
I did like it, but I'm a lot harsher than you.
For everybody that's watching.
Yeah, so just head on over to talknerdy.uk. You can get blogs, vlogs, podcasts, reviews, opinion pieces, not all by us. There's guest writers as well. You can head over to the Instagram page, which is at Talk Nerdy UK, as is the Twitter. The Instagram and Twitter is great because that's where we post news. Facebook, which you're on right now if you're watching this on the live stream. You get live streams. Videos we're not allowed to put on YouTube because of stupid fucking rules. And also more news and just some videos and other shit that's going around the internet.
We got some new podcasts coming up, so subscribe to our podcast feed on iTunes.
And just more or less just interact with us, send us stuff. If you want to be on the show, if you want to be on a podcast, if you want to write for us, just to be on the website, fucking do it. And email us, contact us, talknerdyuk@gmail.com. Other than that, this has been a very mixed bag for today, but I'm glad I got to do it with you, dude.
Yeah, same. Alright, so thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Keep talking nerdy.
Keep talking nerdy.
Bye.
1, 2, 3.